DSM Living with Wendy Wen, Melanie Hall, and Sharon Rooney.
Good morning and welcome to DSM Living. I'm Melanie Hall.
And I'm Kelsey Clemmy. We have a great show for you guys today.
You won't want to miss it. Stay tuned. Coming up, we'll get to know the man behind many wheels on the road in Des Moines. Receive the highest quality of care from the highest qualified physicians. That's what Iowa Ortho is all about. Cold weather is rolling in. It's time for your furnace to step up. So go ahead and step on in to the Home Depot. Coming up on DSM Living, I'm going to show you how to make this funky lampshade.
Today I am bringing some gourmet grilling to your tailgate with our grilled pork and apple pizza.
Did you know that this is a fireplace? Well, coming up, we're going to be finding out more about this and other fireplaces from Casey Handyman. Want a new house at the old address? Well, Rick Davis is going to walk us through the 3R mortgage loan. Imagine a company doing the little things to make a big difference, like a smile, a handshake, or a promise to enhance the community and build a stronger Iowa. Working hard, creating and maintaining relationships, and giving back to the community to make it just a little bit better than what it was before. Well, in 1978, Carl Moyer had that vision, and today it is a reality. Carl, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us about your vision in 1978.
Well, back then, it was just a small little 1947 one-car showroom, no employees, no cars, and we had very few customers. So whenever I would get one, I'd take care of them myself.
You expect excellence, and I love that about Karl Chevrolet. And you've been given not once, but twice the title of the #1 Chevrolet new car and truck dealer and the #1 Chevrolet pre-owned dealer in the nation. What do you think attributes to all of that success?
I've got a philosophy, and the philosophy that I've had since I became a dealer is to try to never say no. There's no tricks. It's just plain, simple. I take care of you, and I do it consistently. If I make a promise to you, I keep it.
The Karl Chevrolet has a K, but your name is spelled with a C. Why?
Well, I'm an amateur cartoonist, just doodling on a piece of paper, and I thought if I used the K and turned it backwards and made it in kind of cartoon style and painted it red, it would be a nice logo.
All right, now Karl Chevrolet is known for the rock. Tell us about the rock and tell us what trucks get on the rock and how do they get on there?
We put on about a 5-year hunt. Finally, this guy from up in Wisconsin sent me this picture of him standing by this 64-ton granite rock. It was quite a feat to get that rock down here.
So how do you get the trucks up there?
I joke with people and tell them we get a run for it and land it up there, but the truth of the matter is we got ramps we used to get them up there. And back when we decided to put the Like a Rock in front on that rock, well, Bob Seger wrote and sang that song. And I have an agreement with him, and then the agreement is for no charge to me, as long as what was parked up there is always a truck.
And when you look forward and looking at the future, what do you think it holds for you, your family, and for Karl Chevrolet?
Well, you know, every day is a new challenge, and we don't come here ever complacent. So the future, as far as I'm concerned, is really bright. Things are happening.
Well, we cannot wait to see what the future holds, and I think it's just going to be many more successes. Karl, thank you so much for joining us today, and I look forward to chatting with you again.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, I'm Whitney with Fareway and Sensible Health, and today I am bringing some gourmet grilling to your tailgate with our grilled pork and apple pizza. So let's get started. To get started, we're gonna do what's gonna be the sauce base for our pizza. And it's not a traditional sauce, it's actually gonna be caramelized onions with barbecue sauce. So we have to start by slicing one sweet yellow onion. So to that, we're gonna add a mix of butter and canola oil, and this way you get the flavor of butter with the health benefits of canola oil. a mixture of salt, pepper, and dried thyme, and then brown sugar. Before I get my onions on the grill, I'm also gonna get my pork ready because I want that to have time to cook and completely cool before my onions are done. That way I can slice it. And I'm gonna use the same salt, pepper, and thyme base on my pork chop. So I've already got my onions on the grill, and you really can't overcook these. You want to let these go for at least a half an hour to 40 minutes if you're cooking these on game day. So I'm gonna get my meat cooking for our pizza, and I have one boneless butterfly pork chop, and mine is about a pound. And this one will take about 15 to 20 minutes, but you just wanna go off the internal temperature. It should reach about 145 degrees. And then we're also gonna put a piece of bacon on top of our pizza, and you can see I have it on a piece of aluminum foil. That way our bacon doesn't just flare up all over the place. I've taken my pork chop and my bacon off the grill to let them cool, and you can see that my onions have reduced down a lot, and I've only used one onion, and that should cover our whole pizza. So I'm gonna get a nice char on the top of our pizza right now because that's gonna add a lot of flavor, but I don't wanna cook the bottom side yet. So the first thing you wanna do is brush the top of your crust with some canola oil. Now place your pizza top side down on the grill, and while you have that top side down, you wanna brush this bottom side with some canola oil. So let that go for about 5 minutes, and then we'll assemble our pizza. We are back to assemble our pizza, and I've already put my onions down on my crust, and next I'm gonna add some barbecue sauce, and you can use whatever kind is your favorite. I'm just using original. And then slice your pork chop in thin slices, and you wanna make sure to go against the grain to get the most tender piece, and that actually happens to be parallel with the butterfly slit right down the middle. Next, slice one Red Delicious apple, and we're gonna leave the skin on this one. And I like the Red Delicious because they're very sweet and they don't add a really tart flavor to our pizza. They just complement what we already have going. Next, we're gonna slice a few green onions and add those to our pizza. For our cheese, we're gonna use a block of sharp cheddar cheese, and I'm using a block, and I'm gonna cut it into cubes because I think then we get more of the pairing between the sharp cheddar and the apple compared to if we just used a shredded cheese. And our last ingredient is that slice of bacon we cooked, and we're gonna cut this into small pieces and sprinkle it over the top. Finally, just put your pizza back on the grill over low heat until the cheese is melted. Our grilled pork and apple pizza is completely finished, and you might wanna try serving yours with some extra barbecue sauce on the side. If you want this recipe or any others, you can visit Fareway.com. And remember, the most important ingredient in any recipe is family.
Iowa Ortho offers state-of-the-art, comprehensive orthopedic care. Now, the physicians, they're board certified and fellowship trained, and there's a whole team of experts to make sure the patients are getting the best service. Dr. Aviles, welcome to the show. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit about Iowa Ortho and your responsibilities.
Iowa Ortho is a great place. I've been here for 7 years, and I can honestly say it's the best place I've ever been to in terms of orthopedic care. We've got 17 locations, over 20 orthopedic surgeons. We can go as far as Manning, Iowa,
Wow.
Marshalltown. We also, obviously we have several locations in town in Des Moines, places like Ankeny, West Des Moines, downtown, East Side. So we're all over.
And with these locations now, I've heard of the sports walk-in clinics. Can you tell us a little bit about those too?
Anybody who gets injured, when you get injured, say you're playing football and you have this injury in the sidelines and you're not feeling all that great, do you want to wait a week to come in?
No.
No, of course not. You want to get in right away.
Yes, absolutely.
So you shoot on down. We have a walk-in clinic right there on the spot. You get treated by a physician at that time, an orthopedic surgeon who is waiting there to take care of you.
And so people can come in, any type of athlete?
At anytime during business hours for the most part.
Sounds good. And assessments given then?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
So what are some of your responsibilities? What types of surgeries do you do?
So I'm a sports medicine surgeon, so I take care of shoulders, elbows, knees, and hips. But one of the unique things that I do in particular, remembering that we all do some kind of super subspecialization, is that I do hip arthroscopy.
Arthroscopy.
Yes.
So when is this surgery recommended or needed, and why would somebody want to do that surgery?
It affects people from all walks of life. The youngest I've taken care of was 13 years old, to the oldest was 73. It's trying to get people before they reach that point of arthritis.
Okay.
And another term for it is hip preservation surgery. get there before you need the hip replacement.
So what are the benefits? Just it's less invasive?
Well, you're talking about little poke holes as opposed to big incisions. You're not talking about putting big metal replacements in the hip. You're talking about preserving that joint and making it so that you're just like you were prior to surgery.
Let's talk about the procedure itself. So you said little holes?
That's right, little poke holes, and you take a camera about the size of your pen and you poke it into the hip joint area, and you use similar instruments to actually repair soft tissues, shave any bone away that looks like it's abnormally grown, bone spurs, you may have heard that term before, and basically taking that painful hip and bringing you back to the way of life you had before.
So what's the rehabilitation process like?
It's extensive.
Okay.
It does take a bit of time. So we're talking about 3 to 4.5 months to get better. Is it worth it? We're talking about getting you back to your way of life. So I think absolutely, no question.
That's a great option for so many people, I'm sure. So if people want to get a hold of Iowa Ortho, what's the best way to reach you guys?
I think you just give us a call, 515-247-8400. We'll get you in the same day.
Perfect, sounds good. Thanks, Dr. Aviles.
Thanks.
Find us online at dsmliving.com to watch this week's episode, see other videos, and check out what's coming up on future shows.
Hi, I'm Ron the Car Guy from Westside Auto Pros. Here's your trivia question of the week. Stay tuned for the answer when we come back.
Many of you have been introduced to the YMCA through our youth programs. Summer camps, swim lessons, flag football, and youth basketball start a lifelong relationship with the Y, which produces ripple effects of positive influence in their lives. The YMCA provides opportunities to make change in people's lives, and we're proud of that. If you and your family are serious about living an active and healthier lifestyle, why wait? Join the Y today and let tomorrow be the start of a healthier you.
As a nurse, I believe in the power of home health care. I have seen how much can be accomplished in the comfort and security of your own home. At Iowa Home Care, we provide excellent medical care in the home, and we do it with love and respect. Who you choose for home health care is your choice. Experience Iowa Home Care where you're not a number, but a valuable client. For nursing and personal care in your home, choose the kindness and loving care of Iowa Home Care for the love of home.
Experience the Des Moines lifestyle at your fingertips. Introducing DSM Living magazine. DSM Living is trendy, local, functional, and available on your iPad. Download DSM Living magazine from the App Store today and enter to win $500. And remember to tune in Sunday mornings at 11 on ABC5.
The correct answer is B. Have car questions that need answers? Call Westside Auto Pros at 225-9090.
So you want a new house, but you don't want to move? Well, the 3R mortgage loan might be your solution. Rick, tell us about the 3R mortgage loan.
It's a brand new program that we got at Fidelity Bank in West Des Moines. RickDavisLoans.com is maybe an easy way to go research it and look for yourself. But it's a program for somebody to have a new home at the old address. It helps those houses that want to sell, because they're going to go build a new one with us, to update them before they sell. It helps those clients that want to have their house updated and not have to move school districts or pay for the movers or everything else. So they can do a new basement, they can make a man cave, they can do a new kitchen that the wife's been wanting, new master bedroom, bathroom, whatever they want to do. We can recreate their house in a new fashion at the old address.
So it's refresh, renew, and remodel.
All of the above.
That sounds awesome. Pretty simple process.
It's simple for the beginning and the end because we're going to protect the client all the way through. The homeowner is going to work with licensed contractors that they can choose from.
Do you make sure that they're certified, they're licensed? So this way there's no complications.
There is no complications from beginning to the end. We've been lucky enough at Fidelity Bank to become the largest home builder of new construction in the city. We're over 800 houses in the last 3 years. And we've never had a not completion or an unhappy client at the end. We think we can do this on the normal client that wants to refresh their house. It's been in it 7 or 8 years, needs to do something. Prior to this program, people either fix their house up the first year or the last year.
Yes.
Now we have an interim process to fix their house.
This really gives people a very great option. So how much can people borrow?
Well, Up to $270,000 on their mortgage they could go to with our program. And we, again, there's 2 banks in town. The other one has 20,000 employees, and then there's Fidelity Bank, the little community bank in West Des Moines. We have the program, and we have implemented it with the proper course of action to be approved to do it in the whole state of Iowa.
So what is the process like? What do people have to come in? What kind of information?
Well, they need to call us, and we have a direct line just for this program, which is 515-343-2300. We're so excited about this program. I first started attempting to be approved for this program in 2007.
Now, Rick, you said people can remodel, and along with remodeling, does that include adding additions?
Well, with the program that we're approved for, we can actually put an addition on their home, a mother-in-law's quarters, both in the basement and outside, yeah, a new garage. There's a lot of different programs that we now are qualified for, and that was one of the reasons we've been working so hard to get the program.
It's an absolutely perfect option for a lot of people out there. So if people want more information, how can they get a hold of you?
Call Rick, go to rickdavisloans.com. Please go there. I need more traffic so I can move up higher in the Google list.
You hear that? Go there. rickdavisloans.com.
Please go there. It's important to me. Also, they can call, and the direct line again is 515-343-2300. It is the R3 home loan number.
I think after people see this episode, they will definitely go to rickdavisloans.com. You'll have a lot more
I expect them to
traffic.
call because you did such a good job asking me the right questions.
We're here at a house in Ankeny where a fireplace is just being installed. And we're from Iowa. We get cold winter days. Sometimes the only place we can warm up is right next to a fireplace. Now, Devin, I know fireplaces, they bring heat into a home, but there are other benefits too. What are those benefits?
Well, obviously the aesthetic, they can really add a new dimension to a room, and also can act to kind of center the room. And I don't think sometimes people understand how easy it can be to install a fireplace, and so that's what we wanted to talk about. KC Handyman can very easily add just a fireplace box and keep it very simple, but also can add a lot of built-ins and trim work and really nice tile or stone surrounds around it, so it can really dress up a room.
So it sounds like there are a lot of different options for fireplaces too, huh? Gas, electric, wood burning. Can you talk to us about those?
Yes, there are tons of options and becoming more all the time. This actually right here is a fireplace. It's a biofuel fireplace that needs no vent, so it really is the simplest way to add a fireplace.
What's the most common fireplace that you install?
Well, a gas is probably the most common.
The flip of the switch just turns it on, huh?
That's right. Well, people lots of times really like the look, ambiance, and even the smell of a wood fireplace, but there's just no denying the convenience of being able to just flip the switch on. And if you know what you're looking for and look hard enough, there are some out there these days that look very close to a real fireplace.
Can a fireplace be installed in any home?
Yeah, gas fireplace is extremely simple to install. Getting the gas line there sometimes can be a little bit of a trick, but not too difficult. And most times, if you're putting it on an outside wall, it can exhaust right out the back side of the wall, so it makes it very simple installation. So we all know it takes oxygen to make fire. Old wood-burning fireplaces are notorious for pulling all the oxygen out of the house and exhausting it out of the chimney, which doesn't lead to much warmth for the house. So to get a truly efficient fireplace, you have a sealed combustion chamber like what we have here. And so the oxygen to build the fire is pulled in from the exterior and then exhausted out the exterior too. So you don't use any internal air from the house to make combustion. And then to provide warmth for the house, the air is circulated around that box, which is much more efficient than pulling air from the inside of the house.
It sure seems that a fireplace is just a great investment, one that you get a lot of return on. You get a lower heating bill, you may increase the value of your home, and it can just be a piece of art too in your home. So it's kind of multifaceted, huh?
It is. You certainly get a lot of bang for the buck.
So if our viewers are interested in learning more about fireplaces, how can they get a hold of you?
It's probably easiest to go to our website, kc-handyman.com.
Sounds good. Thanks, Devin.
Thank you.
We hear it every day. The Lodge of Ashworth offers the best circle of care in retirement living. Find out for yourself. Schedule your personalized tour today.
Planning a house project or a remodel? Finding it hard to stay within a budget? Before you go anywhere else, stop and shop at Greater Des Moines Habitat for Humanity Restore. They have everything you need to keep that project on track and on budget. Restore sells quality materials at discounted prices, and everything you buy, from plumbing to paint, area rugs to bricks, helps Habitat for Humanity build more homes in Greater Des Moines. Stop, drop, and shop at Habitat Restore and help them build homes, community, and hope.
Thousands of people pass by Fountain West Healthcare Center in West Des Moines each day. Why do patients choose to come here? We are experts on providing short-term rehabilitation after surgeries, accidents, and illnesses. Our skilled professionals give hope to those who need physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Patients choose Fountain West because they want to get well and live life to its fullest. If you should need our services, don't let the opportunity pass you by. Choose the rehabilitation services at Fountain West Healthcare Center.
The Home Depot always has a lot of stuff going on, and today we are talking about furnaces. So Bob, tell us what's going on in the furnace world here at Home Depot.
Okay, Melanie, I'm going to do that. Let's get started by talking about our mini split heat pumps. This is our Mitsubishi mini split Slimline.
What does that mean, and why should somebody get this?
This here is used by a lot of people for different reasons. First of all, this is an indoor wall unit,
Okay.
which we have different types of units that might go on the floor or might go in the ceiling or attic, and they combine themselves with an outdoor unit outside.
Oh, okay.
Now this is all ran off electricity, and it actually heats, cools, dehumidifies, cleans the air with carbon filters and ionized cleaning. So it does a lot of amazing things, and basically where it could be in an older home, like a farmhouse that has a boiler in it or doesn't have air conditioning,
Sure.
but can supplement some of the primary sources of heat there to save money. It could be in an addition where somebody's built an addition to their home and their system isn't going to handle that. And it's easy enough that they come with remote controls.
Wow.
And it's easy to really operate at home, and they run about 27 decibels of sound, so you don't hear them, you just feel them.
So if we're looking for something a little bit bigger, then where do we go?
As far as bigger, these sizes really range up into different sizes. Or I can put this one unit outside and put up to 8 heads inside of a home.
Wow, so it really can take care of a lot of different areas in the
It
house.
can.
That's perfect.
It can. It's very efficient also. Carries a very good rebate in the energy efficiency areas.
Well, the mini split seems like it could be a great option for a lot of people, but if someone's looking for something a little different, what do you suggest?
It's just as easy as coming around to the end cap.
Love it.
Right here we have our furnace and air conditioning and heat pump line, and you can find these in the end cap in the Home Depot store.
Well, tell us about this furnace here.
This is our gas-fired 95% Rheem furnace that we have on display here. At the Home Depot we have different brands, and Rheem's one of our best ones that we have.
So let's talk about accessories.
Yeah, the first thing we do is we come in and just listen, like what is happening in your home, or is there dry air? Do you have anybody with allergies? We have humidifiers that we put in with the systems. We put in nice media cleaner air filters that make sure that it keeps the air clean in your home. And we get down to finding out on the allergies. We have machines that kill the food source for bacteria, mold, allergens, everything. So one of the best results we get after an install is, hey, you know, I'm breathing better. It's like you just pumped oxygen into my home. And so with those kind of accessories, we get to kind of know your lifestyle and get to make sure you're feeling good so you have the best sleep at night, and it's not just your mattress.
So if people want to get it installed, they need to get it here at the Home Depot. So what's the best way for people to contact you?
I would say come on in, just come to the service desk. What we can do is get in online on the computer and we can set you up with an appointment within minutes. Or like I said, you can also go online and you can enter the date that works for you and you'll be contacted within 24 hours.
You guys make it so easy for us, Pat. We so appreciate that.
Thank you.
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines.
Now you guys know how much I love those simple, easy DIYs. So today, I've got another one for you. You just need a few things: a hot glue gun, a lampshade, a scissors, and some twine. And the great thing about these lampshades are you can find them anywhere. Actually, we picked this one up at Goodwill. It was just a few dollars. And as you can see, it's kind of dirty, so it needs a little work, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. So the first step is to get your hot glue gun and just put one little dot of hot glue at the edge of the lampshade. And then you're going to take your twine and you're going to just press it down there for a couple seconds and let it dry. All right, I think that feels pretty good. We're going to grab that hot glue gun again and put another little dot. And take the twine and press it down again. You're going to want to make sure the twine is rolling up on me a little bit, so you're going to want to make sure you push it way down to the edge there. So when you get around it once, or you could even do twice, since this is a bigger lampshade, I'm just going to do it once. You can put down the hot glue gun and make sure it's on there pretty good. And then you can, this is the easy part here. Then you just wrap it around. Try to pull it pretty tight. But the cool thing about this is having the color peek in gives it a little character. All right, it looks like we are getting to the last row, so this is where the hot glue comes in handy again. You want to make sure you dab it just a little bit, and like before, you can put it every about 1.5 to 2 inches. I think we are done. So cool, and I love the texture. Wow, this is just really gonna change your lamp. And you know what? We bought the bottom of the lamp at Goodwill too, and this is gonna look so cool with the green color. So you can just put that right on there. Wow, pretty awesome if you ask me. So if you want to check out this DIY project, you can go to our website at dsmliving.com, or if you have any other ideas or some suggestions, give us a shout out on Facebook. That's our show for today. Thanks for watching.
Join the conversation on our Facebook page, or you can check out our past segments on our YouTube channel. I'm Kelsey Clemmie.
And I'm Melanie Hall. We'll catch you next week, and have a great rest of the weekend.
Host apparel by Francesca's, located in Jordan Creek Mall in West Des Moines.
Follow DSM Living on Facebook and Twitter to see behind-the-scenes photos and find out what events are going on in and around Des Moines. If you want to see your company or event on DSM Living, head over to our website and fill out a simple form, or shoot us an email to info@dsmliving.com.
Our pizza does not have a traditional. Do I need to start all the way from the beginning?
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, I'm getting a lot of airflow back here.
Okay, I'm too short for this table. Are you feeling good about it, where it's going so far?
Actually, my thumb's aching a little bit.
Is it? I feel good. You're very conversational. Is it aching? Are you teasing me?